Okay, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, man. It's a little bit chilly, like 55 degrees out. I wasn't expecting that, man. But I'm sure I'll be coming out of all this when I get over here. So uh, I'm going over here. I've been to the job yesterday afternoon, uh, and me and the owner agreed on 2 days over here. And I'm going to be running the mulcher. So we're going to get some more money. Last weekend, I did about 8 hours with it. And then, so that's about $1,500. And then today it'll be, so I'm doing this job cheap. Okay. And I know I'm doing it too cheap, but uh, I figured what I would do is I get a lot of work from them. And so we're going to try to, get over here and do some of this stuff that he wants to do, and so he can kind of see what the machine can do. And me and him agreed. I told him, and we both agreed. I told him, I said, I'll do it cheaper, just to show you. Spend the weekend to show you. So I'm only charging him $1,000 a day. So and that's going to be about 6 hours of run time. So roughly, $175 an hour or something like that. That's not really that great when you consider all the things that can go wrong. So there's not a lot of pressure either. And with that being said, if I was at 14 or 1600, then I would feel more pressure. So I got a 75.3. I got the new mulching head, the Chinese mulching head. I got my big, rotary cutter too. So we're going to try to work in concert with these two attachments. The rotary cutter is going to be faster, but it's not going to be nearly as detailed. You would think, okay, go in there with a rotary cutter, Ray, and cut everything down and then just use the mulcher to suck it up off the ground. No, I'm probably going to do that, be reverse of that. I'm going to want to, grind it all down with the new cutter mulching head while the trees are still fastened to the ground. So, yeah. And the job is just right here. It's like a mile and a half from here. So, and this is a property that I did work on when I started my business. There was a different owners. One of the first really bigger properties that I ever did. I was doing work over at this property before I even had a business. Now, he wasn't the owner. There was that was 2 owners ago. So I did a lot of work over here for quite a few years, maybe 4 or 5 years at the very beginning, before I started the business, and then even after I was in business. I was working over here doing weekend work, cutting a few trees here and there, and that kind of thing. Before I was still had my 9-to-5 job. So I haven't been over here in I haven't been over here in about 15 years. I ride by there all the time, and I did not know that one of my commercial people that they own the property, but they do now. So when they told me, when I was talking to him about, and I got the address, I realized, oh my God, I've been over there 100 times, dude. I said, I know that property really well. So anyway, I met with the owner yesterday afternoon, and we talked about it. Like I said, I'm gonna go over here and spend the day and tomorrow, and just to kind of show him what I can do. Now, going out for $1,000 a day with the stuff that I have here, that's cheap. If something breaks, I'm going to lose money. that's just the reality of it. Can't nothing break. So, but I'm stoked about, you know, getting to work. I looked at it yesterday, and I'm going over there today. A couple reasons why I went on and decided I would go on and do it today. One of the things that made me, number one, I know them really well. I've been doing a lot of work for them for well over 10 years. So I've never worked on his personal property, but I work on a lot of the rentals that he has. Also, me being familiar with the property too. There's not a lot of guessing. And it being close to my house. So, yeah, all those things are may not seem like they're a big deal, but they are. So we're pulling everything with the Gator made 24-foot tilt trailer. I love this trailer, man. And even over there, he was saying, well, you know, when you offload, I don't want you to offload on my new asphalt because it's going to tear it all up with the ramps and all. I said, oh, I don't have ramps. I got a tilt trailer. Oh, he said, oh, you got a tilt trailer? I was like, oh, hell yeah, man. Because they, believe it or not, they buy equipment all the time too. I mean, not all the time, but they have equipment. And, you know, it's really about, I guess, how he wants to spend his time. So, okay, y'all, so I'm over here. I tell you what, man, I'm not sure how or what I'm going to be able to do to be able to hook this thing up. It is super hard to hook up on the high flow. And it's been sitting for 2 days. I mean, if you got to undo the fittings every time you use it, man, there's got to be a better way. I don't know if there's some kind of valve I can put in the line somewhere where I can just unscrew it and release the pressure or something. But it's taken me 30 minutes to get the lines on. Yeah, to get everything unloaded and to get the lines on. I had to undo both of the fittings to be able to, you know, hook it up right here. So let's get down here. I mean, I done come out the long sleeve and everything. So, okay, y'all, I'm gonna hang y'all upside down from a tree or something. But I just wanted to show y'all. So, what's up, mama? So from this, I think that's a red oak right there. From that oak tree, all this in here, as you see, all the way over to, well, there's a creek back there, a ditch, drainage, runoff, whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to figure out, be a good place to have a tripod, but I don't have a tripod with me. I left that sucker at home, man. I want to get it up high. So let me crank up. And one good thing I like about this machine is I set it to 5 minutes. Once I shut it off, I got 5 minutes to move. I got 5 minutes to put it back. See, now they got these dogs coming. Move. No. So let me nudge this way just a little bit. Go up a little bit so I can. And I'll put the camera on that branch right there. Okay, so let's walk around and just look at everything. I want to feel the, make sure that we, oh yeah, it ain't even warm. Just barely, it's just, I mean, it ain't even, yeah, that's what you want. The biggest thing on this stuff to me, based on, well, based on common sense, based on, you know, what little experience I have with hydraulics and engines and all that, is the heat. You want to make sure this thing doesn't get too hot, meaning the fluid, the machine itself, of course. But in doing this forestry mulching, the biggest thing that I hear and see from people that I see are people that that talk about the machine runs hot. That's the biggest reason why my buddy down the street don't run his, because his Bobcat runs hot every time he uses it. Now I ain't talking about the hydraulic fluid being hot, though I'm sure it is, but the actual machine runs hot, the actual Bobcat, and that's a big no-no. Big no-no to me. So I'm not going to allow my machine to run hot, or to even get close to hot. So right now, one good thing I like about this Kubotas and stuff is it has it's got the temperature of everything. So I have a reference from last week using this. This is the only attachment I have that I've ever been concerned about it running, not the machine hot, though I'm watching for that, obviously, everywhere I go, every job I do, every attachment I have on here. I always am watching for my actual skid steer to run hot. Yeah, yeah. So, what else? Y'all see it's doing great. I mean, it's really doing good. Just think, man, I'll have my money back. I do one more job after this one, I'll have my money back. Yeah. 2,000 over here. Of course, I got to make it through these 2 days, but if it's stuff like this is nothing. I mean, I'm not even freaking taxing this machine at all. I'm not taxing the brush cut, the mulcher or nothing. I have my big brush cutter on the trailer too, just in case something happened with this thing. So just to kind of show you, I mean, y'all see the pieces laying around everywhere, but that's what you're going to get. But look where I bumped into this tree, and this is some hard wood right here. Look at that. Look, you're talking about, and I just bumped it, and bam, look, it peeled that shit away quick. Look at that. And that's some hard oak right there. So yeah, one thing about over here today, it's creating a lot of dust, but you know, gonna get that no matter what. I'd rather it be dry than wet. But you see, you get up in there, you see all the deadfall. Look at that funky pine tree. So I'm just going to keep going back in here. There's a creek, spring, runoff. I don't know how far down in there it is, but it's up in there somewhere. But see all the deadfall on the ground? Look at this. Look at this pine tree right here. Oh my God! Look at that. See that? You got to be wary of that kind of thing, because I could probably just bump up against that and it's gonna fall. So, boy, that is spooky, man. Oh my God, that's huge. That sucker's dead too, man. So, I don't want to be anywhere around that. If you bump into it and it falls, man, it'll hurt. I mean, it could hurt you. It could certainly hurt your machine, man, attachment. So, yeah. I'll push that sucker over, man. But this right here is taking me approximately 40 minutes right here, y'all, this area right here. And I'm just a rookie with a smaller machine, with a 50-inch cutting head. This is a handy cutter, and $5,500, man. So I made about 12 or 1300 with it last weekend. I'm gonna make 2,000 with it this weekend. That's gonna put me about 3,500. I mean, $2,000 more. I probably got $3,000 or $4,000 worth of work over at the bamboo site. I just didn't go over there today because, well, it's not pressing over there. I might lose this work if I didn't come and do this. And see, the more the leaves fall, the less likely people are going to do this kind of thing, I think, because people can't see. Once all the leaves fall, well, they lose the luster, if you will. So, and even there's a lot of dead trees up in here, and I tell you what, that's a big one right there, man. But there's one. Look. Oh wow! Now that I'm looking, you got to be looking. Look, there's one right there. There's one behind it right there. You got that one that's leaning right there. You got the stub beside it right there. And then you got that one pine tree right there that's doing that little hook. It's dead too. So, I know him though. He's not gonna want to, that tree right there, dude, is dangerous, man. I wonder how, I ain't hit his house or nothing. But I don't want to be up in here and me back into it because it might break off. Then you're screwed. So I'm gonna creep over here to the, from right here where this big oak tree. I'm gonna start creeping into this area right here, and then we'll see when he gets back if he wants me to do any of that. I may take out that one tree right there. There's a lot of junky stuff in here. So, but this thing is a beast, man. I mean, it's running great, man. See that? 113. When I crank the machine up, after I grabbed the camera, it was 149. But if you crank the machine up and not run the hydraulics for a second, I'm talking about the auxiliary stuff, the cooler on the machine cools the hydraulic fluid down. I think that's better than just turning it off, because it done dropped down 40 degrees in 5 minutes. So one thing about these Kubotas, man, and like I said, that's a big deal. With this machine, it seems to really cool down and it's never gotten warm. And it does help to have all this that you can look at, and then you can also refer back, right? So my cooler temperature always stays right around that. Okay, y'all, so we're going to be on this other part now. I'm pretty much done with over there, and I'll get some after pictures when I'm done. And this is why I don't like doing things by the day, because yeah, $1,000 is just too. $1,000 is too cheap. It just is. There's this way. I'm doing the volume of work that I'm doing over here. Shoot, the impact that I've made over there, and if I by the day, $1,000. Hell, I'll be halfway done with this before a day's done. Because, see, I don't stop to take breaks and go to lunch and all that crap. So, a guy like me, I mean, it ain't in my best interest to do it by the day. But I have to learn how to run the thing and what it can and can't do. And y'all saw how quick I got that area back there done. So pretty much I'm gonna be going all in here. Everything from this trail this way. Look at all that in there. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to get a before picture at least. The amount of work that I'm able to do with this cutter and my little experience I have on this machine, I'm gangstering this up, man, for sure. Letting the machine cool down. It got up to 165. The coolant did, not the coolant, but the hydraulic fluid. So the hydraulic oil gets on up past 160. It hits 170. I start really watching it then. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So here's the limb that I hung you from, and y'all can see. Look, it ain't perfect. And see, I kept trying to grind that piece right there down, but it's hard wood right there. So I'm going to look and see. I don't know if that tree right there was already bent down or right back in. I might have backed into it and broke it, man. But yeah, don't that look good? All right, y'all. So that's official, man. I'm a mulcher. So, man, I think I did really good over there. I really think it looks really good. It's pretty rough up in that other area. I didn't get no footage up there, man. It's so dusty too, y'all. I wish it'd rain. If it just rained a little bit, we'd be gold, man. So, the big dust cloud coming off the machine. I think it came out good. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what he was thinking about as far as the day goes, but it's 3:30. So 8:30 to 3:30, that's pretty freaking, that's as long as I'm going. And I call that a day. And I ain't took no lunch or nothing. So it's actually a little bit longer than I normally work. So when he looks at everything that I got done, and for $1,000, he's gonna be like, oh my God. I mean, because I got a lot done, man, for $1,000. I mean, I did more clearing today than I've ever done. And that damn mulcher, y'all, I'm telling you, man, that damn mulcher ain't nothing nice, man. That sucker right there just keeps on ticking, man. So glad I didn't get a great big one, because I was able to get in between the trees and everything, man. So, you know, gotta love it, man. But it's so dusty, man. I need to clean out all the filters and everything. See, I don't feel like doing that tonight. I'll do all that tomorrow after I'm done. I'll be done tomorrow afternoon. So, note to self, don't run a forestry mulcher for $1,000 a day. Not for a guy like me. It just, you know, I want to do it per area, because I'm seeing that I'm pretty freaking good on it. And I plot in my head when I'm in the machine. I'm plotting on you know, where to go, and okay, I'm pull up in here and I'll back out. And over the course of a day, it saves a lot of time, and you get a lot more work done. I gotta be getting paid for what I've learned too. I can't just get paid by you know, the hour, and that's pretty much what you're doing. You're getting paid by the hour. So you figure 7 hours. Yeah, I'm not making good. If anything breaks or anything, you're losing money. So I'm starving like Marvin. I said, Marvin, see, by the time I get home, get everything put up, it'll be damn 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm finna go on and stop and get fuel, so I don't have to fool with that in the morning. See, a lot of little things that I'll be doing to make myself more efficient. That's why I just don't pay the freaking work for the day or by the hour for me. If I was new and didn't have any kind of skills or anything, and I'm talking about, I am pretty new at skid steer work, but I'm talking about if I was new and just, you know, working for myself and all that, then, but see, I know a lot, and I've done a lot of jobs for the amount of time that I've had a skid. And I've never covered as much ground on any, and it looks so good. I tell you what, the mulcher's a game changer, man. You know, if you got a machine that'll push it. My machine seems to be pushing that thing pretty good, but until it don't, or until something breaks. I'm just waiting on something to break. I mean, I'm so hyper acutely aware that I'm not even listening to the radio or nothing in the machine. So anyway, I'm gonna fill the machine up. Then I'm gonna grab some chicken, and that's that. We're gonna call it a raggedy ass day, y'all. Raggedy day. Good thing is, you know, it's not hot. I mean, you know, it's 80 degrees or so. A little overcast, but the dust is just, yeah. I mean, I bet every filter on the machine needs it. Boy, it's bad. But when you get home, man, you need I'm tired, man. Yeah, I'm tired. Squirt that sucker off. I'll squirt it all off with a water hose. About all I'm gonna do to it tonight. I might check the air filter in the morning when I do the daily check stuff. But and I need to grease it too. So all that dust, man, is not good, man.